Hello, my name is Brittany Upchurch, and you'll have to excuse my voice because I do have COVID, but I'm getting over it. Everything's all good. It's just the little leftovers. And also, my camera has decided that it doesn't want to work on my laptop anymore. So, just great all the way around. Okay, so my name is Brittany Upchurch, and I'm going to get started on my personal calling video. I'm not really good at public speaking and like recording myself, stuff like that. So hopefully I'm able to make this video 7 to 10 minutes long. I feel like that's a pretty long video, so we'll see how I do. Okay, so the first question is, what led you to Urshan? And I would say that after I graduated from my local community college, I had to decide where I was going to pursue my bachelor's degree so I could further my education, because I had gotten my associate's in arts with a university transfer. So I knew all along I was going to want to transfer and get my bachelor's. And I knew that I wanted to be in the field of psychology, social work, anything like that, but specifically psychology. I've always had a passion for psychology. And I've also been told that certain programs in the secular field can alter your mindset and just really dive into your beliefs. And so I didn't really want to be hit head on with something like that just yet. When I was only 19 when I graduated with my associates. I was about to turn 20. So I was still figuring myself out and figuring out my relationship with God, because I had just started going to church when I was 15. So I was still pretty new in knowing what I wanted to do and stuff like that. So I wanted to have a solid foundation, and I found out that Urshan had a psychology concentration, and I immediately knew that this would be a great place to continue my education. So I talked to my pastor, got my approval, his guidance, all that stuff, and here I am. So the next question says, what led you to want to help others? So I would like to say that I've always had a passion for helping others and being an aid in whatever area I can help out in. I feel like I've always done my best to take part and dive into servanthood, stuff like that. When I was younger, my mom would always pray that the Lord would use her and give her a servant's heart. And I picked up the same prayer as I grew older and started praying for myself and learning what prayer was and all that stuff. Because even though we weren't apostolic, I grew up in a Pentecostal holiness church. So I've always known who God was and stuff like that. I just feel like I needed to reiterate that. I also believe that my mom probably prayed for me a lot as a kid, and like probably even before I was born, that I would be a kind person and that I would have a servant's heart. And I do always try to lend a hand where it's applicable for me to do so. So I really do enjoy helping people and serving wherever I can. The next question says, what do you feel God is asking you to do? I feel like God is calling me to the ministry of children and youth. Right now, me and my husband are Sunday school teachers for 2 and 3-year-olds, and I always counsel at our yearly kids camp, and he helps out when he can, but due to work schedules and stuff like that. It really is the highlight of my year, and I use it every time to learn something new. I watch the other counselors and the children's ministers, and I pick up what I can from them. I feel passionate about child psychology, and I feel like your childhood really shapes your personality, your life, and even your relationship with God. And I want to aid and help in those paths any possible way that I can. So the next question says, what do you feel your strengths are? And this is always a hard question for me to answer. I don't know why. but it is. But I feel like my strengths are that I am a passionate person, and whenever I have interest in something, I cling to it full force. I become very passionate about it, and I learn everything that I possibly can. Another strength of mine is that I really do enjoy helping people. I know some people will help people, but they'll kind of be like, oh, I can't wait to be done. I don't feel like I've ever done that, except for maybe like when I'm working or something. Not when I'm like actually serving. The next question is, where do you feel you need to grow as a Christian and a servant? I think I could grow overall, like just my entire relationship with God. And then when your relationship with God grows, your servanthood grows. There are always areas I feel like I can improve. I could be more active in worship. I could be more active in outreach. I could grow in confidence, especially. That's a big area of mine that I feel like I struggle in. And you can't really be a servant for people if you aren't confident enough to put yourself out there to serve. So that's a really big area that I want God to help me grow in this year. Like that would be a really good goal for me. So the next question says, which of the human services job from week 1 are most interesting to you and why? Whenever I reviewed them, I decided that I think I would enjoy social work the most because this field can help strengthen families who are broken, being outsourced to children who need a safe place and an outlet. And I feel like it's a good outreach to your community as well. Like there's some good opportunities for outreach there. I feel like this job would be really difficult, but I also think that without difficulty, there cannot be any reward. The next question is, which type of education will you need for the jobs you discussed in the preceding question? And for social work, regular social work, you need a bachelor's degree, and for clinical social work, you need a master's degree. The last question says, where do you want to be in 10 years in relation to helping others through human services, ministry, etc.? And it's hard for me to envision 10 years. I don't know why, but I think I would love to be active in participating child psychology, being a consistent help with the children ministry and youth in my church. I know my husband would love to be a youth pastor, but that's a pretty big goal. So I feel like maybe in 10 years we'll be close to that. And just being overall happy with my growth in God, my relationship with God, and my place and growth in life. Okay, well, that's all the questions, and I hope I answered them all well enough, and I hope maybe I can use this video and reflect back in a couple of years. I think that'll be really interesting. Okay, thanks. Bye.